Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason and the channel is The Everyday Card Collector. In today's video, I'm going to show a couple of pickups I made at a local card show. Went to a show this morning, picked up two items, and one of them I specifically went to go pick up. Saw it at the show last month, this local show that we have, and had a sneaky hunch it was still going to be there, and it was. So I went ahead and picked it up, and I'm kind of considering these my last final pickups before Strongsville. So this will be it, and then from here on out we'll kind of just sit tight, final couple weeks of savings mode, and then head on out to Strongsville. I will say this, I had mentioned on my last video that I kind of have a line on my big card, and I went ahead and picked it up. I will actually be picking up the card at Strongsville, but I kind of left it as a cliffhanger as to what I was picking up. If you watched my live with Aaron at Value Vintage Cards last Thursday, we did a live on his channel. You already know what the card is, but I figured for those who didn't see that, I will go ahead and tell everybody on this video what the card is. So my big card, my big pickup is the 1929 cash-in Babe Ruth. And I was able to pick one up through my friend Aaron at Value Vintage Cards. So we kind of highlighted the story a little bit on our live, and I'm kind of saving the details of that story. I'm sure him and I will do another live or another video where we talk in more detail about that. But I had the opportunity to pick up my first Playing Days Babe Ruth. I absolutely love the cash-in set. I've shown my Urban Red Faber 1929 cash-in on this channel. I love all of the images. And I had the opportunity to pick this card up and went ahead and did so. So yeah, that's my big pickup for Strongsville. That's pretty much already locked up. When I get together with Aaron, I'll be picking up the card and swapping out some money for that card, and it'll be in my collection. So I'm pretty excited. Maybe I'll try and get a picture. I do have a couple on my phone already. Maybe I'll try and get some better ones, talk to Aaron, and I'll flash a picture of the actual card itself on a video that I do later on this week or earlier this in the week, so that you guys can see the card. Those who aren't familiar, cash-ins are blank backs. They came in a set. I think it's roughly a set of 100 players. Came out in 4 different series. The series themselves, all 4 series had the Babe Ruth card run in that series, so it's not like it's extremely scarce, which is probably why it makes it a little bit more affordable for a Playing Days Ruth card. If you want to talk about affordability, it's far less than most of the Gaudis that you'll see out there. So, but it fits my wheelhouse perfectly. Slightly oversized, pre-war, and it's an actual image as opposed to an artistic rendition. So I'm super excited about that. So more to come on that as the next couple videos come through here. But that's the big card. And I figured I'd show the 2 pickups I made today. The one that I specifically went to the show for, I'm super excited about. And then another small one, another small pickup I just made on the side. So we'll get the camera turned around, we'll check out the pickups, and enjoy talking about them. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so as I mentioned in the intro, I only made 2 pickups today. And much like the title explains, it's one of the GOAT and an oversized pre-war item. So I guess I'll show you the GOAT card first. Just kind of picked this up flipping through a dealer who's got all Jordans. This is his 1998 Bowman's Best Performance. It is an insert card, or it's not part of the base standard run. And I just think it's a real pretty card. And got a pretty good deal on it, I think. I don't price out a ton of the Jordan cards. I just pick up what I like and kind of keep it on the lower end of the budget scale, because I know he can get expensive depending on what you're looking at. But I bought this card for $15, and I've seen it online going for more than that. So, I don't know if it's a good deal or not. I don't know if I'll grade it or not. It looks like it's potentially gradable, and it's a beautiful card. I just, as of late, have been sending less and less out to be graded. So that was my kind of on-the-side pickup on the way out of the show. My thought was to go and pick up the one item I was interested in and then simply leave, but you can never do that. You gotta look around a little bit, and I grabbed that card as well. So I will kind of move the camera around once I show the next item, guys. It is an oversized pre-war item. like I mentioned in the title. And I'm super excited to get this. I could have bought it last time I was at the show last month, but again, kind of in saving mode, so I didn't want to spend it all at that point in time. I'm putting a little bit away, but now this is what I'm considering my last pickup before Strongsville hits. So I'll kind of lay it here, and we'll move the camera a little bit. So that there, guys, is my 1934 Butterfingers Jim Bottomley, and I absolutely love that card. I'll try and center it a little bit here. It's tough getting angles on all this oversized stuff. So if you guys recall, I bought my Lefty Vernon Gomez Butterfinger last month, and it was from the same dealer, and he also had this one. But I didn't end up picking them both up, so I wanted to go back and pick this up. So Jim Bottomley is a Hall of Famer. A little bit about him for those who don't know. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1974 by the Veterans Committee. He was a first baseman, left-handed thrower, as you can see off of that image there, and a left-handed batter. His numbers weren't strikingly impressive. I think his WAR was roughly around 35 or 36. But he was a fantastic player, prominently known for playing with the St. Louis Cardinals. I think he had 10 or 11 years with the Cardinals. He went to the Cincinnati Reds, and then he went to the St. Louis Browns, if I'm not mistaken. Funny enough, this is a 34 Butterfingers. He was with the Reds already at that point in time. But if you look at his chest, you can clearly see that appears to be the St. Louis Cardinals jersey. So you could see the cardinal head peeking out on his just below his left shoulder there. So that's fantastic for me, being a Cardinals fan. So I was pretty excited about that. But I've totally fallen in love with this set thanks to Aaron at Value Vintage Cards. He's kind of got me on this set, and I can't be happier with the images that are on these. This thing is fantastic. I did show it to a couple friends within the community, one of them being Mitchell at White Sox Fan and Card Collector, and he had mentioned it looks like that image was used for his Diamond Stars card, and he sent me a image of the Diamond Stars that Mitchell has, and it does. It appears to be the same image. You don't see the Cardinals uniform as prevalently as you do on this actual image, but it appears to be the same pose, same kind of image, which is really cool. But again, a little bit about Jim. Played in Major League Baseball for 16 years. Again, was part of the Hall of Fame, or it got inducted into the Hall of Fame by the Veterans Committee in '74. He was the 1928 NL MVP for the Cardinals. That year, he hit .325, had 31 homers and 136 RBIs. So those are pretty big numbers. Overall, I believe his WAR was 35 or 36. I don't necessarily always look at the WAR, but just 2 World Series. I believe he won 2 World Series with the Cardinals in, I don't know, I think it was 24 and 31. 26 and 31, I think. If I'm incorrect with that, guys, because I don't really keep a ton of notes, but I think he won the World Series with the Cardinals in 26 and 31. But just a fantastic player. Nickname was Sonny Jim. He's smiling in this photo, looked like he's having a blast. Apparently he just had a fantastic demeanor and was just an all-around nice guy. So fantastic Hall of Fame photo of a player who played with my team for 10 or 11 years. Like I said, he went on to the Reds, and then he went on to the American League for the Browns for a little bit, his last 2 or 3 years. But the fun fact that I did learn about him is he is the first NL MVP to come up through the farm system with that team. So in other words, he came up through the Cardinals farm system and ended up becoming an MVP with the Cardinals in 28, which I think that's pretty cool. So just beautiful photos, guys. Oversized, very similar, or as I mentioned on the when I showed my Lefty Gomez, these are very sensitive. They're like newspaper stock, so they're very, very thin. So I don't know if I have any aspirations of getting them graded or not. I just love them, and I'm kind of putting him off to the side there because now I officially have 2 within the set, and I couldn't be happier. So there are my first 2 Butterfingers, and not my last 2. I'm certainly going to gonna dive into this set a little bit more. So it's much like the cash-in set. I love the cash-in set. I love this Butterfinger set. I know my buddy Aaron is a big fan of the W517s. That's starting to cling on me, but I'm really enjoying. I'm kind of starting to really enjoy the batter ups as well. So again, all these pre-war sets I'm really enjoying myself with. But that's it, guys. 2 pickups: my Michael Jordan, the GOAT, and then my Jim Bottomley, my Oversized pre-war. So hence the name of the title. Yeah, I'll be shooting a couple videos this week. Maybe I can get an actual better image of the cash-in Ruth that I'm purchasing, and I can share that, do a little editing, and share that on one of the videos. And we'll kind of go from there as we're getting closer and closer to having a good time in Strongsville. So until the next video, guys, I hope you like this. If you do, please feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll talk on the next one. Thanks for jumping on, everybody. Bye-bye.